Hello everyone, how's it going? Scrembo here once again from our video tutorial series related to Binance and many other things that are very useful for our trading journey. So today we're going to take care about a topic that is related to the maker and taker. We're going to see what's the deal with the Binance fees with that and discuss everything in detail. Now I'd like to explain you step by step as for beginners, and we need to start from the way an exchange is functioning in order to understand what's the maker and taker. So the exchange is having its own menu, just like a restaurant is having its menu from where you can grab your meal and select the services, right? So the same thing happens when it comes down to the exchange that is having a menu. That's how you need to imagine. This menu is called order book. In the order book, we see all the orders available on the exchange, which have been inserted, which have been added by its users at a variety of prices. So for example, if the current price, and we're going to work with the following example. I'm going to set here that Bitcoin's price is $441, right? So $441, we're going to set this as the price of the BTC that is live right now. I'm going to say here BTC, very simple. Above, in the box above, we have the prices of people willing to sell BTC. This is the first order book. This is the second order book. The order book with people selling, the order book with people buying. The ones that are selling are always higher than the live price because those are people which have decided to make an order. They're willing to sell Bitcoin at any price above 441, at any price above the live price, right? So above the current market price. Anything above the current market price will be going into the order book of the sellers. So there's going to be a guy here that sells at 442, right? 2 Bitcoins, for example. Another guy that sells at 443. Another guy, that sells at 444. Another Bitcoin, and so on at different prices by going up higher and higher. We have different quantities. On the other side below, we have users that are willing to buy cheaper than the live price. So 440, right? That's cheaper. 439, right? 438, and so on basically. This is the second order book. With the buyers above, we have the other order book with the sellers. This is how we are basically portrayed, organized in any exchange. Now, they that listed in the order books are called makers because they are making the markets. If you want to buy BTC above the price of 441, which is the market price, and you're ready to pay $442, you are going to take from someone that is a maker. So you are a taker because you are taking from the order book of someone that is a maker of the order book. This is how everything is sort of a way organized. You are taking from the order book or you are making the order book. What are you? Because if you want to buy BTC at 440, then you are a maker of the order book waiting for someone else to complete your order and sell it to you at 440s. Now, this is always a combination, a relation. When you are making the order books, you need to wait for someone that is taking from the order book at your prices with your quantity. If you are taking from the order books, then someone is right there that made the order book, and it's called a maker, right? So all the guys listed in the order books are makers. All the guys getting from the order books are takers. They're taking from the market. You're making in the markets or you're taking from the markets. This is how I believe it can be explained very simply. Now, imagine that the price is 441 at 1 cent, at 2 cents, at 3 cents. And if you want to buy for $25 million, you're going to purchase a lot from the order book of others that made the order book. So you're a taker, you're going to pay the fees of the taker because that's where the volume is, right? So you need the volume. This guy at 441 is selling a Bitcoin. This guy is selling 1.2. This guy is selling 1.4. If there's multiple people at 4.2, their volume is going to be accumulated. If we have 10 people selling at 442, each one BTC, then we have 10 Bitcoins sitting over there. Now, if I would like to buy 20 Bitcoins, then I'm gonna grab my 10 at 442 and then whatever is above until it fills my other 10 BTCs left, right? Because I had an order of 20. So I am definitely a taker. I'm taking from the order book. This is very clearly how the whole explanation works. Now, I hope that I've explained it to you very clearly. If there's questions, make sure to utilize the comments area for that right below the video. At the same time, there is a difference between the maker and the taker most of the time. Depends what are you trading, because right now we are sitting on the Binance spot trading. As you can see, fee rate for spot trading. There's not much of a difference. For example, a regular user, there's no difference, but there is already a difference starting from the VIP users. And I have a video explaining how you can become VIP and what does it mean all over the place. You can search through my tutorial videos of Binance. There is a playlist with the spot trading, with the margin trading, with the futures trading. We have a video for each separately. Therefore, you can see how the maker is having less and less fees to pay when it comes down to advancing into levels, because being a maker is actually an advantage for the exchange due to the fact that you're generating and you're making volume. The exchange is benefiting for that. You're compounding the markets. You come into and you say, well, I'm giving you the volume, right? I'm creating volume. I'm creating an order book, and without an order book, an exchange cannot exist because it needs volume. And the volume is generated by the ones that are makers. They're making the markets. These guys with the takers, for them it's quite easy. They're just taking from the markets away and they're grabbing their orders like that. They're not making anything. Therefore, when you go into futures market on USDT, you'll see that by being a maker is actually, like in so many other cases, you get paid of being a maker because you make the order book. And without an order book, the exchange would not exist. So a lot of the exchanges, when you trade on BUSD, right? So you need to trade on BUSD, which is the Binance USD, and it stands for the stable coin of Binance, which is the same thing like the USDT. It's, you know, $1 to $1. It's copying the US dollar value, 1 to 1. It stays like that forever. We've got the maker, which is represented with a minus at the beginning on the VIP number 2, level number 2, right? Category. VIP 2 with the levels. When you get your account at VIP number 2, you already have a minus in front of the fee for the maker. When you have a minus, means that you're gonna get paid of being a maker. When you complete a limit order, which is something that you have to do, then you're gonna get paid when someone is going to match with your price and size. You're getting paid for that. You get paid this specific amount, and then the amount is changing basically back and forth for depending on the levels for makers and takers. But every single time by being a taker, it is costing much more, definitely much more. Take a look at the values here. I mean, for USDT, when you trade that, you don't really get paid by being a maker, and Binance affords doing that because they have tons of clients. Now the other exchanges out there are gonna pay you by being a maker a lot quicker. You don't need $50 million volume to be a maker, and to get paid, you're gonna pay you from the beginnings, right? So take a look at the big differences between makers and takers. On the regular users, it's 100% difference between the maker and taker on USDT. So when you're grabbing a market order, that's, you know, costing you quite a lot. You're a taker, it's easy for you. You just, you know, put it out there and you're 100% filled up. You have no worries of not getting filled up. Because when you're a maker, someone else needs to fill up your order, and there is a little worry out there if your price is ridiculous or the markets are crashing or moving back and forth too quick. your order might not get filled up. So when you do when you're a taker, you're doing a market order. When you're a maker, you're doing a limit order, right? This is something very, very good to know on the exchanges. That's how they're represented. I do a market order, I'm a taker. I do a limit order, I'm a maker. Now, again, it depends at what prices you do, because you can do a limit order at the wrong prices when you set up, and then you become a taker, right? So you need to understand that, and the whole process and the idea is from the order book. From the order book. Are you placed in the order book and waiting for someone else to fill up your order, or you are grabbing from others that have been placed over there? You're grabbing their orders directly, and you have no stress, but you're gonna pay higher fees. So that's how it works. I've explained you basically in this form, which I strongly believe has helped you to understand clearly what does it mean. If there are still questions on the board, make sure to ask them in the comments area. As well, for anyone out there looking for comprehensive education, make sure directly with me one-to-one in terms of being professional traders, make sure to check out this video till the end. And for those of you interested in my complete education, one-to-one coaching program directly with me, if you'd like to be traders, if you want me to be your mentor, one-to-one live conversations, live coaching directly with me at scrembocoaching.com. You have the website describing how does it functions. This is running between 4 to 6 weeks for anyone out there that is looking for becoming a serious trader. Feel free to check out the video, and you can qualify for a free conversation with me of 15 minutes where I can describe you how the whole coaching program works, where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to build a successful trading business from A to Z. Basically, this is my passion, been trading since 2014, and I decided to put together a private one-to-one. That's where people can learn. I don't think people can become traders from tutorials or videos. You can learn technical things from tutorials, but you cannot trade. Trading is a comprehensive activity. It has to be done in an intensive way of working with someone that is directly taking care about your problems and knowledge. So this is what I personally believe. This is what quality means, in my opinion. For those of you interested, feel free to check out, and I'll get back to you on your email with the offer or Telegram. Make sure to register now for more information, as well as for those of you interested, scrembocoaching.com/today. We have our trading journey for those of you that are in a position where they would like me to trade for them. We have this opportunity. There is no upfront cost. We're just charging a specific percentage out of the profits we achieve. On the left side of the page, we have the trading performance documented since September 2017, and then on the right side of the page, we have the instructions on how to join. That's pretty much all, folks. All the pages and URLs, scrembocoaching.com/today. Meanwhile, the main coaching page is simple, can be found in the description area or comments area right below the video. A beautiful day, folks. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and there is a playlist about Binance tutorial videos. There's going to be more than 20 videos here about it, and feel free to check it out. Have a beautiful time.